It's a lot that's been going on in this Diddy trial. And if you pay close attention, right, before the Diddy trial and right when the Diddy Rico trial first started, the feds was consistently feeding the media with stuff about Diddy, pushing a narrative, right? You notice that a lot of stuff that went silent about Diddy. The feds then just silently stopped feeding the media. And you might think, oh, because the judge put a halt to that, right? Nah, that's not it. That ain't the reason. The reason that the feds then went silent with feeding the media, you look on your timeline, yeah, you see little bits and stuff about the trial, especially when Cassie was testifying and now Jane Doe, which we gonna get into that. But everybody then went silent. That's because it's a 50-50 now, right? Because when you think about it, they really are having a 50-50 shot at proving this Rico on Diddy. Now, yeah, the technicalities, when you skim through these testimonies, like the Cassie testimony, which was disgusting on Diddy's behalf, when you hear Cassie's testimony, disgusting. And now you got the Jane Doe. First of all, before Jane Doe, Don ended up testifying, which didn't do the prosecutors no good. But now you got Jane Doe, which academics revealed as no other than 50 Cent's baby mom, right? And the judge, he got a problem with that. And there's rumors that he want to, holla at DJ Academics. And we going to get into that. We about to play a video of DJ Academics explaining that. But before I do, I just want to say I don't really see the Rico yet. But we're going to come right back. I'm going to let Academics talk. Check this out.
Jane Doe is still on direct. Now, there's a few issues. There's a few issues going on. There's anonymity issues, but I personally believe that it's impossible for people to remain anonymous despite in this high profile of a case. I've heard a few people suggest that Academics might be that, and this is the warning I heard, that if I do potentially show up to this trial, that the judge might actually bring me before the court because I've spoken about some of the identities of some people who are anonymous or was supposed to be anonymous. We've told you guys, Jane Doe is Daphne Joy's 50 Cent baby mom. Now, who's more easier for them to hold accountable for maybe doxing these anonymous people are the people who showed up to court. Again, I was told that the judge is interested in hearing what I've had to say about the trial because they feel the chat is too strong and that you guys figured out what's going on. If that is the case, we will, and if they show up, my address is on Google, just like every troll that shows up here, like every rapper who threatens me. This is not a private, this is not nobody knows where Ack is at. Y'all know exactly where I'm at. So the judge could also send a subpoena over here, could send a federal agent. And if a federal agent gives me a subpoena, that I got to show up to court to speak about why I have spoken about the people that were supposed to be anonymous and link them to people who, both of these people, well, at least one of them, public figures, will show up with a lawyer and our chat nigga, I need a chat nigga suit for that. We'll do it.
Giving a quick update, right? Not every juror is feeling like this is just open and shut far as, hey, this is on terms of a Rico. Matter of fact, the feds is now wanting to kick a black juror off the trial, a juror that Diddy pretty much ended up getting checked. He was making facial contact and body language with. Now they want to reinvestigate this juror, which I'm under the impression that you vetted every juror before the trial. But hey, I guess they doing things backwards in this trial. But anyway, the Fed's trying to get him off the case and replaced with somebody else that's to their liking. I don't know how that's gonna go, but we gonna see how that play out. But anyway, Not every juror is seeing this as an open and shut. This is a RICO situation. Yeah, this is disgusting. Me personally, I'm appalled by hearing some of this shit, especially Cassie's testimony. Now, 50 Cent's baby mom, that's crazy as well. Matter of fact, we gonna play a quick clip of academics explaining why the judge is mad at him. Then we coming back.
The reason why it does matter, chat, is that, say Jane Doe, when she goes home and now it's on all the blogs, yo, that's 50 Cent baby mama. The bullying, the harassment, all the things that come with why she wanted to be Jane Doe, she might change her statements. Okay? That would, in fact, interfere with the court proceedings, and it could get a little bit sticky. So I do understand it all.
Now that makes complete sense why the judge would want to step in and try to keep Jane Doe's identity concealed. That makes perfect sense to me. But I mean, when I look at it like this, man, what else is she been testifying for days now. What else is she gonna say that she ain't already said that's gonna prove a RICO? Because at the end of the day, when we listen to this trial, show me the evidence that proves a RICO. Now, hearing platforms like Law and Crime and all that, if it's the technicalities and some of these statements and the testimonies and all that, but man, this is going to be judged by 12 people, right? Now, all it takes is one person seeing the point of view of me. Now, I ain't saying Diddy is innocent, but all I'm saying is, me personally, far as a RICO, criminal enterprise, I still haven't seen that yet. Forget all your technicalities and trafficking and all that. I see some women that was down for certain freak offs, may not have been down 100%, should have got away from him, was unfortunate to even come across a monster like this man with these type of sexual demons, man. Listen, man, in my eyes, man, Diddy is a semen demon, straight up. The man craved more mushroom tips than a pregnant vegan, and that's just that. But far as a criminal enterprise, far as the same charges you put on mob bosses and all that, I'm just still waiting to see it to where it was like, okay, me personally, if I'm a juror, I'm expecting, man, this man had a criminal organization. He was having freak offs and having celebrities coming in. I was expecting to see celebrities coming in, paying Diddy crazy bread to be part of freak offs and this and that. Man, this man was doing this for his sick pleasure. And I just feel like it should have been some other type of charges, not the charges that they're presenting, me personally. But like I said, man, now they trying to pivot. They trying to get rid of jurors that's possibly looking at this from a perspective I'm looking at it. Like, yeah, I ain't saying the man is innocent. I'm just saying, where is the criminal enterprise? But Diddy ain't making it no easier on himself, sitting there nodding when people testifying and all this. But man, I'm appalled by all of this testimony, and we only halfway through, man. We gonna break the other halfway down in a bit. This Bezo. Y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe, man. Peace.